Okay, we're outside Limerick prison again for Brian McCarthy Vigil. Just going to have a few words from a few people, from Siobhan, his sister. Hey Siobhan.
Hi, I'd just like to say thank you for all the support for Brian. We're here on day 44. I'd like to say thank you from my family and all Brian's friends at home. We as a family just want Brian home. We can't believe he's still in here 44 days later. It's taking a massive effect on my parents and Brian's wife Lorraine, and I just want to thank Lorraine again. She's a massive support to Brian always, and of course all the people here tonight that have travelled, from different counties to support Brian. And it's been a massive comfort to us as a family to get all the messages from everybody around the country about the difference that Brian has made to their lives, and we appreciate all the messages and comments, and I just want to say thank you.
Thanks Siobhan. Let's have a few words from a friend of Brian. Nicola.
County Limerick, Ireland, 2019, night 44, Brian McCarthy, an innocent man in this prison behind me. What an absolute disgrace. There should be thousands of us out here, not 40 or 50 people, there should be thousands. Brian has done nothing wrong. He's only helped people all around the country who have had to face these vulture funds and these vulture banks coming in and robbing us. Free Brian McCarthy. We've had enough.
Well said, Nicola.
Shame on the justice system.
Jill?
Hello again everybody. We're having another vigil obviously yet again this evening for Brian. There's a great turnout. I'd just like to thank everybody. I was in at Brian on Wednesday afternoon and he was just in fantastic spirits. I was just telling him about all the support he had outside here, and he said the letters, the cards that are arriving every single day. So I just really encourage people to keep writing to Brian McCarthy, Limerick Prison, Mulgrave Street, Limerick, and just giving him and offering that support. And for me, I have this hope sign tonight because Brian symbolises hope for so many people, the length and breadth of this country, and it's an absolute miscarriage of justice and a travesty that he's inside there tonight and not at home with his wife Lorraine and his family. So, yeah.
Thanks, Jill. Well said. International Women's Day, so we're going to stick with the women. Dee, you know Brian a long time.
I've known Brian an awful long time, and what Brian is a hero. He is a true hero, and real heroes you don't hear about. Brian has been doing this work for over 10 years. He has travelled the length and breadth of this country, stopping people from hanging themselves, stopping people from feeling there's no way out. That is his only crime. He has used his intelligence to ask real questions of the people in authority. Today is International Women's Day, and I, as a mother with a strong young boy, only hope that he will grow up to be even half the man that Brian McCarthy is. While men get away with rape because a woman wore a frilly knickers, we have an innocent man inside there, at that window up there. He's sitting in there, being locked up 23 hours a day. He's not being given due process. It's a kangaroo court. It's a corrupt system. And society is very ill. Very, very ill when only a small amount of people will come out to support this man. Today, on International Women's Day, the women of Ireland have enough.
Well said, Dee. Well said. Another friend of Brian's, Annie. What do you think, Annie? What's going on?
Well, on a personal level, I know everybody's speaking about evictions and everything and how brilliant Brian absolutely is. My heart is broken that Brian is locked up inside here in Limerick Prison for nothing, doing nothing wrong. And also on a personal level, I'm here because Brian helped me in a personal level, and I want to thank him so much for what he did for me. And I know I'm only one of thousands who he did help, and it was in, as I said, not in a repossession way or any way like that. It was just under his good-natured gentleman that I was having a crisis, and Brian knew and came, spoke to me, helped me and kept ringing me. So he's not just about evictions, he's about being a very powerful, helpful loving friend, family man and friend. Thank you.
Well done, Annie. Final woman of the night, so Jackie. You know Brian too.
I'm Jackie, I'm up from Cork. I just think that when I heard the story and that it's after happening to a gentleman of this calibre, I was like, the more people that can turn up to this thing, the better, because this guy is a wealth of knowledge. He knows his stuff, he's trying to help people in the country, and the more people get behind him, the freer we'll be. And the people who made this decision to lock him up in the first place, they're the ones who need the dose of cop on. They're the ones who need to be in there, not Brian McCarthy.
And if you don't do this, if you don't stand up now, you may as well just teach your children to be corrupt criminals, because that's the only way they get by in the world. In the next 10 years, that's the only way they will survive, and they won't have a life, they won't have a soul, and they won't have spirit. What is happening here is our spirit is trying to be dampened, and now it's up to everybody out there, including you corrupt ones who know what you do is wrong, to just stand up. Your money is irrelevant. Your spirit and your soul matters. And I'm not going to destroy my son's spirit so he can survive as an adult in the future.
Well done, Dee. Strong words from a few of the women of Ireland.
Come on, Tip! The Premier boy!